Okay, we're going to show you where we left off. If you ever wanted to change the parameters that you just set, you can click on, just back out of here, see what that was called. Under File Operations, there's an icon that says Set Job Dimensions and Origin. You click on that, and then it opens up all the dimensions that you just set. You can change anything that you want, but just make sure that you've got the ones that are set for now, and later on we may change some. Click OK to go out of that once you're satisfied with what you've got. And that's that. Okay, next thing is to bring our bitmap into the Carve program. Again, under File Operations, the file is a picture of a file, and a picture of inside that file with a birdie on it is what you're looking at there. And it says Import Bitmap for Tracing. That's the image icon that we use. So click on it to use it. Click on Desktop. That's where we copied our bitmap to. We dragged it out of our folder, and so that's where you're going to find it. You need to get it from your desktop. Click on it, click Open, and it'll open up your bitmap right there. Okay. Now, while it's selected, it's important you don't click on anything. While it's selected, you're going to go under Create Vectors, and you're going to click on Trace Bitmap. It's the bottom. It's again another picture of a birdie. It says Trace Bitmap. It says Fit Vectors to Selected Bitmap. So we have to click on it. Again, you won't have this menu come open, or you won't be able to change anything in this menu, rather, if your image isn't selected. So make sure that it's selected, and if you're having problems, just close the menu up. Make sure again that it is in fact selected, and then you can open it up and you'll be able to deal with changing the things you need to change here. Black and white should be selected, should not be color. So make sure you got that. Also, bitmap fading will be set up about 50%. Make sure you take all the fading off. That's the last menu on the bottom of that panel. You'll need to apply the changes, but you actually can't click on it right now. You have to preview them first before you can apply the changes. And you need to click on Preview and then click on Apply to actually have it remember the things that you just set. If you don't, it'll forget them, and you'll click out, and you'll have to do it again. Okay, so that's that. Now the computer's done, the program's done, is it's actually made a tracing, traced a line around the outside of the darkened ink line that we inked in, and it's also traced a line on the inside of it. So there's actually two vectors, and the vectors are cutting paths. So the router will cut all the way around the line, the highlighted pink line. It'll cut inside. It'll also cut the vector. There's also a little vector on the outside too. You can kind of barely see it here. See if I can move it to a section where you can see better. Okay, you can see it there. There's a little pink line on the outside. So once again, there's a vector inside and a vector outside. What we want to do is we want to get rid of one of them. What I like to do is select, I use this part of the image rather, because you can see how the outside line is kind of jagged. So the idea is we want a smooth vector, not jagged line. So what we'll do is we're gonna select the one that we want to keep, and we're gonna copy it into the computer memory. So select the inside line, copy it into the computer memory by either pressing Control C or going into the Edit menu at the top and pressing Copy. Here's a little bit of a trick, so just pay close attention. I'll talk about what we do. There's a few steps involved here. Deselect everything. We've already got that vector copied into the memory, so we don't have to worry about deleting the whole page, and we can do that right now. So we can delete everything on the page. Just zoom out, make sure you're selecting everything on the page. There's no marks or anything left. And then press either Control V or go back into Edit and Paste. And you'll paste that vector that you want to keep. So it's a little trick. Play around with that a little bit. Have some fun. If you mess it up, here you press the back button. The back button is the undo button. It's underneath the birdie, the Import Bitmap for Tracing button. So there you go. Show you that one more time real quick. I'm even going to undo one more step. So this is just a bitmap. So first of all, make sure that your image is selected. Second, you can go to the birdie under Create Vectors. Make sure that you've got black and white selected, not color. Down at the bottom of the menu, make sure that your bitmap fading is all taken off. Press preview and then press apply. Close it. Now we want to select the inside vector and copy it into the memory. Edit copy. Back away from your image a whole bunch and select the whole thing again. Press delete to delete the whole thing, and then paste the vector back in place. Okay, I'm going to save that there. So I'll go File, Save. That's saving my file exactly where I want it, and that's in the Documents folder. Alright, that's about all I'm going to show you for now. Play around with that, have some fun. See ya.